We first want to give honor to God, who is our Heavenly Father. Jesus, our Savior, to the Holy Spirit, our King. Thank God for Elder Moore and Elder Moore. Bless our Andrews, mothers, this congregation, our ushers. Thank God for this body of baptized believers. Thank God for each one of you. Thank God for the prayers. Jesus, for this meal poor. I would like to invite your attention back to the book of Psalms, the 46th number of Psalms. The 46th number of Psalms.
Okay, so you're going to sit and be quiet. We're going to go here. You're going to sit by me. I'm going to give you 15. Now, we're going to go here.
I want to read verses 1, skip down to verse 7. Found it that we know. I said amen. It says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Verse 7. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Verse 11. Verse 7. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. I want to talk to you from this subject. God is with us. God is with us. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, I come, Lord, leaning and depending on you, asking you for your guidance, asking that right now that the Holy Spirit have his way right now. Set me down. You stand up. Lord, that you be glorified. Your people be edified. Now, Lord, I give you all the praise, the honor, and the glory. It's in Jesus' name that I do ask. Amen. Amen. God is our refuge and strength, very present help in trouble. In the last few weeks, fear has spread it all around the world because of the coronavirus, COVID-19. And for a while, it was all around the state of Alabama. There were no cases reported in Alabama. But here, just this past week, the reports started to come in. And it's a widespread pandemic. It has taken some lives. And it says that you don't even know that you have it if you have it. None of us in here are sure that we hadn't contracted it. We don't know. But I want to tell you that God is with us. I want you to know, even though it's widespread around the world, God is still God. God is still on his throne. God is still in control. Even though it's widespread, I know a God that's bigger than the coronavirus. coronavirus, however you say it, he's bigger than any disease. And this is not the first disease that has struck us. But God, the writer here, the psalmist, is letting us know that even though things may come, it says God is our refuge. And refuge is just saying protection. He is our protection. We have a shelter, someone we can run to when our troubles arise. Yeah, I told you on last week, Psalms 27 and verse 5, it says, "For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, and the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up on a rock." Meaning that God is a shelter we all run to. How many of us, when a tornado is coming through, we run to our shelters if we got them in our home? Even you'll go to the bathroom to be sheltered from the storm. And then some of us will leave the house and go down to the local church that has a shelter. We all run for shelter. Yeah, we all need shelter. We all need covering. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't take precaution, because we should. That does not mean that you don't have faith in God. It's just saying that he gives you enough sense to get up and protect yourself. Yeah, it's spreading, but God is still faithful to us. And when I thought about refuge, back in the Old Testament, in Numbers, I believe it's the 35th chapter, where it talked about if someone was to accidentally kill somebody, they had a city that they could run to for refuge until they went to court. You have a refuge. God is our refuge. And then not only that, I'm amazed this past week how when they said it was here, and a little before that, everybody was running to the store. You can go in the store and you cannot find any tissue paper. I don't know what the tissue paper does, but I don't understand it. When we really need help, why don't we run to God? Why don't we run to God? He not only said that he is our refuge, but he said he's our strength. He is our power, the ability to resist being moved or broken by force. Even though this virus has come, don't let it move you. Don't let it put you in the corner and you be fearful. Because if it's coming, it's coming. But I have a God that's able to keep me. Even if I get the virus, I'm still all right. Yeah, he said he is our strength. I believe each one of us knows that he's our strength because he woke us up this morning. He allowed us to lay down on last night. And not only did he allow us to lay down on last night, he let us lay in peace. I don't know, somebody may have not laid in peace. Somebody might have been in pain or whatever, may have been worried, but God will give you that peace if you ask him. Yeah, I can do nothing without the Lord. I can't make it without the Lord. Yeah. If he didn't say get up, Buford, I wouldn't get up. If he didn't say get up, Milton, you wouldn't get up. If he didn't say get up, Calvin, you wouldn't get up. But yeah, he wakens us every morning. And I realize that somebody didn't wake up this morning. Yeah, but God has been faithful to us. He's been faithful even when we were not faithful. He was still faithful. But the psalmist gives us some hope here. He said not only is he our strength, but he says that he's a very present help in trouble, that he's immediate help. All you have to do is call on him. He's a right there help. Do anybody know that he's a right now help? Psalms 146 and 18 said, the Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that are called upon him in truth. You have to be in right relationship with him. And when you call upon him for your trouble, God will show up and God will show out. Yeah, you don't have to wonder if he's going to come. You don't have to think that maybe he might come. But you ought to know that he'll come as soon as you call him. God's timing is not like our time. Yeah, but he's right on time. Do anybody know that he's a right on time God? Yeah. There's been trouble around us ever since we were born into this world. It wasn't for sure that the doctor was going to deliver you and you were going to be alive. Because there have been babies that have been born still, baby. They were dead. But God allowed us to come out the womb. There's trouble in this world. Every which way you turn, there's trouble. I want you to know that this coronavirus is not the first trouble you had. There's been many troubles. Don't you know how to get out of the rain when it's raining? You run to shelter. Even when you have an umbrella, that's a little shelter. But when you get from out of the rain on the inside, the rain don't bother you no more. Don't let this make you fearful. Don't let this make you alternate your life. Because I'm trusting God. Right today, I don't know if it might get me. I don't know. But I'm trusting God. If it do get me, I'm all right. You got to know, you got to sure enough know for yourself that you're in God's hands. But if you're wondering, today you can get in his hands. You can be for sure that the Lord will protect you. It's not saying that just because he protects you don't mean that you won't get it. But he's still a keeper even if you get it. Yeah. As I say, we didn't come to stay here always. None of us know when our ending day is on this side. But as I've been hearing, be ready. Be ready. Yeah, this thing is hitting home. Right there on the job, there was one that was reported that there was a confirmed case. Right up the road, Limestone, there was a confirmed case. It's at home now. You know how sometimes when things happen, we calm here and collective. But soon as it hit home, boy, we go chaotic. And it amazes me that when things like this happen, people do not consider others. As I said, you go to the grocery store now, people have their cart full and won't offer anything. Being greedy. That's what happened when desperate when desperate needs come. People they'll do anything. Come on, that lets me know our trust is not in God. I'm not saying don't prepare. But you don't have to be greedy. You ought to think about the next person. They need some of that sanitation too. They need a little help too. Don't be greedy. Don't only think of yourself. Come on. God ought to be your number one protection. He ought to be your number one protection. Yeah, he says that he is our help in trouble. Yeah, we're troubled on every side. But God is all the help we need. But then the psalmist goes on in the verse 2 to let us know we don't have to fear. He said, therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed and the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Well, I want to tell you, I don't care what you run and get. If the earth be moved, everything's going to be shaken up. I don't care how much tissue you get, how much milk you run and get, it ain't going to protect you. You need the Lord. Lord. You can't escape something like that. If the earth be moved, where you gonna go? I got a heavenly Father that I can run to. All I have to do is just call on him. Lord, help me. I'm in some trouble. And he got me. He got you. He got us all. Yeah. So don't let this make you fearful. Just be careful what you do. Then I find the Apostle Paul penning these words. Romans 8, 35 through 39, he said, who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus. So this virus can't separate you from the love of God. I don't care how fast it spreads. God is still in control. God is the one we ought to be consulting with. I see there's a separation in a House of Representatives, and they're trying to figure out what to do. I believe if they begin to call on the name of the Lord, I so not believe that God will show up and God will do something. Because see, it's out of man's hand and it's in the hand of God. God don't have to live to learn. God already knew that these days were coming. Didn't he know? He knew these days were coming where there be sickness or pestilence in the land. There be famines, but God is still in control. You can put all your trust in the Lord. He won't leave you, nor will he forsake you. Oh, I know I gotta die one day, but that's all right. I'm in the hand of my Creator. Don't you know if he created the first man, he created all things. Don't you know he got control over the coronavirus? Don't you know he got control over your life and you give it to him? I'm trusting the Lord. I'm going to lean and I'm going to depend on the Lord because he's the only way. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. In the God, all right. In the all right. He's awesome. He's a miracle worker. Have you ever been sick? Have you ever been down? Didn't he lift you up? Oh, didn't he heal your body? You might have been racking in pain. But look at yonder. The Lord, he stopped by, touched your body, healed you in there. Oh, you wasn't thinking right. He touched your mind. Didn't the Lord do it? You can only give him the credit because I wasn't smart enough, wasn't wise enough, wasn't strong enough. Give the Lord all right. Give me all right. Oh, I'm glad it might be traveling through the land, but I know a man by the name of Jesus. He bear all these marks on his body. Didn't he do it? Then they marched him up to down the hill where they nailed him to an old rugged cross. All I'm concerned, coronavirus, you been nailed to the cross. You been nailed to the cross. Have your fun while you can, because Jesus, he's greater. Jesus, yeah, he's out there for you and for me. Didn't he die? He's a very present help in a time of trouble. God is. What do you think about this? A holy God come down to see about us. Do you remember Jacob? He was a trickster, but God still loved him. God came to see about him, just like he came to see about us all. Wrapped himself in flesh and came down as a baby. You don't have to fear. You don't have to fear. Because by nature we get fearful. But if you get fearful, just call on the name of the Lord. Call on and help me in my fear. Help me in my trouble. Help me. Whatever you need help. Call on. Call on. I extend this invitation to Christian disciples.